Okay, this is part 3 of my first video weight loss diary, whatever. So what I was saying is that I've not had any issues, I've not had many issues with the whole constipation, regularity stuff with the Phentermine. Um, I have noticed dry throat. Um, I am constantly drinking water, which is really awesome because when I was younger, because of the fact that I was so active and because I sang and I wanted to protect my vocal cords, I drank water all the time. That was all I drank. I never drank anything else. I think that that is a good thing. It's a good side effect that it's making me have dry throat because it prompts me to drink water more. And I have also noticed that my eyes have been really dry. Um, the Phentermine really dries you out a lot. So yeah, those are the dry throat and the dry eyes are the main things that I've noticed in that area. Okay. Uh, I think that's pretty much it as far as my symptoms are concerned. Um, Now I want to kind of go back into what I've experienced in the past in regards to my weight loss, or in regards to my weight as a whole, I guess. When I was in high school, I was extremely active, and I I had PCOS back then, but I just didn't know it. Looking back on my activity level back then and my activity level as the last 12 years well, actually the last 14 years since I've been out of high school, as these years have gone by, looking back, I can really see that, like, based on my activity level, the weight has just kind of piled on, and so I mean I really think that the PCOS was there before. I just didn't realize it because I was so active. When I was in high school, I was like a size 3'4" or 5'6". Sometimes I was like a 7'8", but most of the time, I think I averaged, most of my clothes were like a 5'6". So, I was around 120 to 125 pounds. I don't think I saw 130 until I was in my early 20s. But anyway, I was that weight because I was extremely active. I was in cheerleading and I was in flag corps, depending on what year it was. Of course, I wasn't in both of those at one time, but I danced. I did choreography for different groups, and I would do choreography for groups at church and stuff like that. So I was really active, and adding it up on a day-to-day basis when I was in high school, I was doing cardio, like high impact cardio, to where I was like sweating type of cardio, for about 3 hours total per day. And that comes from, first of all, I was in show choir, and so we did swing dancing. Our class periods were, I think they were like 40 minutes. So I figure we were probably dancing for about maybe 30 minutes per day. I helped with the choreography with that as well. That was one of the things that I did. So that was about 30 minutes of, dancing. And then, of course, there was PE. And I know PE is not necessarily like major, but, when you're running track or you're swimming or you're playing volleyball, it's cardio. It gets your heart rate up. And, I was doing about 30 minutes of, some kind of cardio in PE as well. So that's an hour right there just from school, okay? After school, every day, I also had some kind of practice for at least an hour, whether I was in cheerleading or flag corps. So I had an hour of practice after school, and then I would go home and I would practice for at least another hour because I was a perfectionist. I still am. And I wanted to make sure that I had my routines down. And so all of that totals about 3 hours of cardio per day. And my practice at home was actually probably more than an hour because I would practice like my routines for flag corps or cheerleading or whatever, or I would make up cheers and stuff like that, or I would be doing choreography. So I would do, like I would do different things. I wouldn't just practice one thing. So anyway, when I got out of high school and I got into college, my activity level went down significantly. I was in show choir still in college, but I wasn't in cheerleading or flag corps or marching band or anything like that in college. And when I got into college, or whenever I got out of high school, I started a desk job. And so, that was, a major activity decrease in my day in my everyday life because, I was sitting down working at a computer most days. So anyway, after I got out of after I got out of college, I very quickly gained a pretty significant amount of weight. I had friends and family members, close friends and family members that were asking me, have you been to the doctor and gotten your thyroid checked or anything like that, because they were concerned that I had gained weight in such a quick amount of time. And so I didn't really think anything of it, and I didn't have any insurance at the time, so I couldn't afford to fork out the money for a doctor's appointment. And if I was going to have to take some kind of medication, I was definitely not going to be able to buy any kind of prescriptions because that's expensive when you don't have insurance. So I just didn't really think about it, honestly. And I think that during those years it was a good thing because I went through this transition of like having to have makeup on all the time and having to look put together at all times. And I dated this guy that was like, he didn't like me wearing makeup, and that was part of my weight gain was, that relationship. It was not a healthy relationship. And so, even though that was not a healthy relationship and I gained weight and didn't wear makeup and all that kind of stuff, and I looked horrible in every single freaking picture that was taken during those years, I think that it was a good thing, and God worked good out of it in my life because I learned something from it. I learned that I don't have to go out with makeup on. I don't have to, put myself together and have my everything together and look perfect all the time, or look perfect to go to the mailbox. I have a good self-image now, and my weight loss in this time of my life is mainly health oriented. I want to be healthy so that I can be active with my son. I want to be able to play with him. I need to be able to chase him. He's got legs that move almost 24/7. Even when he's sleeping, they are moving. So, I need to be able to be active, and I need to be able to keep up with him. And not only that, but I want my life to be long. I want to have a sustained life, and I don't want to die because of being overweight or having high blood pressure because of my weight or heart problems because of my weight or whatever. I I just want to have, I guess, a higher quality of life, and I feel like eating healthier, and being active and everything. I think that that's going to help me. I think that it's going to help me have a better life. That was kind of cheesy, but anyway, whatever. Like I said before, I hope to do these videos at least once a month. I'm at 11 minutes now, so I hope that this video is going to upload. But anyway, I guess that's all for now. I guess I'm going to stop rambling. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.